Well, I'll tell you, first time I met with a league, they talked to me about their revenues being down. And their revenues, their league revenue is really based on the photography aspect, is basically rebates is what they're talking about. If fewer people buy, then there's less money, less revenue, and it's less that gets rebated back to them. I started to talk to them about what type of photography they were having done. And they said, well, it's baseball, it's the bat over the shoulder kind of picture, which, if done very nicely, can look very nice. But after 4 or 5 years of that, parents get a little bit tired of seeing that same thing over and over again. So one of the things we've done with leagues that we shoot, let's say baseball in both the spring and the fall, we'll do things like in-game action for the individual portion of the team and individual pictures. Meaning, we'll get out actually during a game and photograph those children and get a nice action shot that we'll insert in there. So then they've got something that's completely different than what they've gotten before. So we might do that in the spring versus the fall, or the fall versus the spring. In addition to that, we do action posing. Kind of a neat concept. I wish I had an example that I could show you, but we did an event out at Texas Stadium where we were doing football. And we had the kids on their knees, and the linemen, and we had them, the old trading card thing that you used to see in the 50s where the guy was, doing this number, or a guy looked like he was leaping for the ball or something like that. We picked up on that concept. And so we'd shoot from on our bellies, we'd have a football out in front, and we'd have the child on his knees and just lunge out forward with his hands stretched out as if he was recovering a fumble. Well, it was amazing. The pictures looked as if the child was actually flying. It looked like they were 6 or 7 feet off the ground because we were shooting at an up angle. The parents were just crazy over it. Just crazy over it. So we do things like that. We understand sports. We do a ton of action, and we incorporate that into our action posing. And then there's green screen. And you can combine the action posing with the green screen, and so you can literally have any type of neat background that you like in there. So you're doing a video right now of me, and you've got this in the background, and maybe that's not the background you want. We substitute that background in, just like they would do on Star Wars or something like that. They're not really in space, right? And it's a model, so that's an example of green or blue screen shooting.